easy to promise top-flight installation. Glass shower doors are our specialty, and we're out there humping it every day to add to our portfolio to make the next project even better than the last. This is Stacy Sinks. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
The Titans of a National League collide in Milwaukee. Brewers, Braves, showtime.
High fly, right center. It is up. It is back. It is gone.
Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts at 12:35.
Mara, fly ball to deep left. Back it goes. It is up and gone.
Don't miss a pitch on the home of the Brewers. 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 65 degrees here in Milwaukee. Today, a slight chance of pop-up showers, mostly sunny, high of 78. Overnight tonight, mostly clear, low of 60. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Elizabeth Lintonen. The Wisconsin Muslim Civic Alliance is calling for the resignation of the New Berlin mayor after he shared anti-Muslim posts on social media.
Mayor Dave Ament is under fire after reposting several hateful posts about Muslims on Facebook. The post references Muslims as traitors and unloyal Americans, with some reposts being as recent as August. Ament is currently serving his fourth term as the mayor of New Berlin. Jen Gregg, WTMJ News.
A woman from Milwaukee is charged in a road rage shooting that left one person dead. 18-year-old Mariah Ruiz faces one felony count of first-degree reckless homicide in the death of 44-year-old Minerva Hernandez Lopez. Court documents show that Ruiz admitted to getting into a shooting match with Hernandez Lopez that led to a car chase on Monday afternoon on Milwaukee's South Side. Security video later showed Hernandez Lopez's car backing into Ruiz's car before Ruiz allegedly shot 3 times into the other car. Hernandez Lopez died in the shooting. Ruiz later turned herself into the police. If convicted, Ruiz faces up to 65 years in prison. 50% U.S. tariffs are now in effect on Canadian goods after the two countries were unable to reach a trade deal ahead of the midnight deadline. News Nation's Tom Dempsey.
After these new tariffs went into effect at midnight, U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer wrote, quote, "Despite the U.S. offer to Canada to receive the best treatment of any major exporter to our market, new demands and walkbacks of other commitments by Canada have upended the careful balance reached in the past days." He called it a missed opportunity for Canada after he said the U.S. offered big tariff reductions on things like steel, aluminum, cars, and lumber.
Canada's Prime Minister says his country will match the U.S. tariffs, quote, dollar for dollar. Nearly 30 years after rapper Tupac Shakur was fatally shot in Las Vegas, jurors are now hearing from the man accused of orchestrating his killing in his own words. ABC's Sasha Pezanik.
Dwayne Davis, known as Keefe D, sat in court all week and listened to hours and hours of his own previous interviews with investigators, confessing to his alleged role orchestrating the rap icon's killing. On Friday, the interview Davis gave to Las Vegas detectives in 2009 echoed through the courtroom, an account that stayed remarkably consistent with the accounts he had given to a joint task force the year before, and he gave meticulous levels of detail. Sasha Pesnick, ABC News.
4 of the beagles rescued from the now-closed Ridgelands Farms breeding and research facility are in a prison. Inmates at Alger Correctional Facility in Michigan are helping the dogs learn to be pets. Deputy Warden Patty Hubble tells Wisconsin's Midday News.
When the beagles first came in, a lot of them hadn't been on grass, hadn't been, just walked, hadn't been on a leash or a collar other than maybe coming from the shelter. So they had a lot of adjustment outside of our normal dogs that come in, being touched and handled, seeing people moving around, the fresh air, bugs, birds, things they had never seen before.
Hubble says prison inmates are ideal to work with the dogs because they are available 24/7 for support. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 7:04.
Ready to upgrade your home's exterior? Family owned and operated since 1983, J&J Contractors specializes in top quality windows, doors, and siding that enhance your home while increasing its value and energy efficiency. From modern vinyl siding to stylish fiberglass doors, and from double hung windows to sliding glass doors, they have the perfect solutions for your home. Contact them today for a free consultation. Just search online J&J Contractors or call 414-423-9200. J&J Contractors. Welcome home.
You're not just a job number as a Sidex customer. They've been family-owned since 1988, and they treat you as part of their family. Upgrade and transform your current bathroom space with Sidex Windows, Siding, and Bath. They have seasoned design consultants with 10 to 30 years of experience. The owner, Joe, is honoring his dad's legacy with top-tier products and expert craftsmanship. It's Sidex, the best in the business. Get a free shower door upgrade when you mention WTMJ. Visit sidexremodel.com.
When you're buying a used car, you definitely want to be in the driver's seat. So make a smart move by choosing a local Adam dealer. That's the Auto Dealers Association of Mega Milwaukee. A used car purchase from an Adam new car dealer comes with many advantages and more peace of mind. Adam dealers have a great selection of quality pre-owned cars, SUVs, and trucks to fit every budget, including certified pre-owned vehicles that are newer models with lower mileage. Certified pre-owned vehicles meet strict manufacturer requirements, must pass a full inspection, and typically come with an extended warranty. Adam dealers also offer top dollar for your trade-in and competitive financing, and they handle all the paperwork. Plus, expert technicians are there if you ever need service down the road. Put your pre-owned vehicle search into gear and find an Adam dealer at adam.com. That's ADAMM.com.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. The Brewers beat the Braves last night 2-1. They play again this afternoon at 1:10. Tune in for game day coverage right here on WTMJ at 12:35. We are taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. At the moment, all clear out there. No major incidents, no major delays.
Traffic is sponsored by Angela Calais and Benefit Realty.
At Benefit Realty, pay only 3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission and get all the service that you should. Benefit Realty, you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, slight chance of showers, but mostly sunny, high of 78. Overnight tonight, mostly clear, low of 60. Tomorrow, cooler and less humid, high of 74. Monday, sunny, high of 74. Tuesday, mostly sunny, slight chance of afternoon rain, high of 78. Wednesday, chance of storms, high of 81. Right now, in Green Bay, it's 62. In Waukesha, it's 62. In Madison, it's 62. And in Milwaukee, it is 65 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton in Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:07.
This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC. When it comes to home repairs, we could all use a guy. Well, we've got the guy. And we've got the show. For all your home improvement questions, we've got answers. This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Now, here's your host, Dayton, Kane, and David Nason.
Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. I am Dayton. David, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome back.
Good. I had a good weekend at Lake Park in Partyville, Wisconsin last weekend. Had a wedding up there that we went to and then hung out on the lake with the family. And
awesome.
It was a good time. So, missed the show, though. Yeah. I'm assuming Mr. Scafidi did well. Thank you, Steve, for filling in for me.
As always.
Always.
He brings his own passion and excitement to the show.
Yeah. And the consummate professional that knows what he's doing. So that's good. Okay, so what your week now?
Busy week.
For those who don't know, you're a home inspector,
right?
Not now. More and more commonly, it's not just during a transaction of I'm buying a house and selling a house, so I need an inspection. People are building homes and using you more often to kind of make sure the building's going correctly.
Right. So yeah, I do have at least two customers right now where I'm doing what we call phase inspections. So I just go and quickly look at the foundation, just make sure there's nothing out of place, something looking really weird or something like that. Your poured foundations today usually are done pretty well.
Sure.
And then the rough inspection, so before insulation goes in, so you can see all the framing, you can generally see all the wiring and the ductwork, the plumbing. And I'm not a code inspector. I'm not a building code inspector. I do know a fair amount about our code because the consulting work that I do for people who are having problems with their contractor or other things, I do get into more code than we talk about during home inspections. But so I'm just there as another set of eyes, questioning things. Well, why are they doing this? And I had one a few weeks ago and called out a few things, and the builder's representative was there, and he's like, "Oh, hey, good catch on a couple things," or pointing out things. You really need to make sure that some of the roof designs on some of these houses are really, really intricate.
Yeah,
and you're starting to look at it, it's like, how are they going to get insulation way over here? So it's like, somebody needs to maybe be making sure that the insulation contractor is really on top of getting insulation way over here, because if you're not going to insulate this area, you're going to have a lot of cold areas. So stuff like that, window installations are really important. At that point, you can see, are they making sure they're getting insulation around the window frames? Are they true and plumb, square and plumb, that kind of thing? So, and then other people are just hiring me. They are buying a house from a new construction builder, so they didn't follow the whole process, but they're just buying it. And people ask, should I get an inspection, a home inspection done of a new construction home? And absolutely, you should. Really, any age of home. I was up in the Fox Valley yesterday and looking at one, and a lot of little things inside that can be punchless and that can be corrected, but there's some significant things on the exterior that are just we talk about this, the manufacturer's installation instructions, siding, roofing, windows, stone veneer. They're just not being followed. They're just, I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I've gotten some answers. Oh, we don't do that, or we've always done it this way, or whatever. Or the building inspector said it was okay. But our building code doesn't address a lot of things, especially on the outside of the house. At Siding Unlimited, you guys do a lot of LP Smart Side. Find me in the building code, in our building, the Uniform Dwelling Code, where it talks about how to install LP Smart Side siding.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. There is a line, and I'm not sure there's much else. It says the home shall have a weatherproof exterior applied to it. Something along that line.
Sure.
It's literally that short. It talks about a house wrap that you have to put on and such, but I also belong to the Building Inspection Association of Southeastern Wisconsin. So that is the group of all the municipal building inspectors. And I remember one inspector telling me, he's like, yeah, house builders are required to put house wrap on a house. So Tyvek, or name your brand, or
Sure.
Green Guard, or the brand that you're putting on. But the building inspectors aren't required to inspect it. Because they're doing a rough inspection, and usually by the time they're doing the rough inspection, the siding's on the house.
Sure.
The roof's on and the siding's on. They did a foundation inspection, so they're never called out there to actually see it. It's such an important part these days of the exterior of your house, but nobody actually sees it being, when you're done.
Yeah, is it put on? Is it put on properly?
Yeah, are the seams taped? Are they overlap properly? Are the window openings taped and everything? That doesn't get inspected.
Yeah.
So by a building inspector, and I'm not saying that's a fault of the building inspection departments. It's probably more so of our state code maybe should require an inspection before siding goes on.
Right, like you do with electricity or plumbing.
Exactly. Exactly. So that is a time when I can see some of that. Not always, but it is a time when I do get to see that. So I think it is very important to see all these things that they're being done right. And unless the homeowner or the buyer is in maybe you hired the builder, you're working with them, or you bought their lot. Okay, now you're working with them all the way through. Unless you're being vigilant and going out on site a couple times a week and seeing some of these things and having done some maybe some research and understanding how things are supposed to go on. Unless you've done all that, which you probably have a job You have so much other stuff to do in life and your kids and everything else. Do you have all that time to really research all that? Maybe because that's what I do. That's my job, is to understand all those things and do that. So new construction, we got to keep on top of everything and making sure things are done correctly.
Home Inspector David Nason. BestInspectionsLLC.com is a website if you want to check him out and reach out to him. New construction, new home purchase, old construction.
A week and a half ago, I had a really old house up in Whitefish Bay. Beautiful old house. Couple had been there for 40 years and everything. It's just, you walk up, it's beautiful, but the exterior needs some work. And they know that, and but I pointed out, and they're not selling yet, but they're just trying to plan. So yeah, if you're new construction, you're selling, buying, you've been in your house for a while, it's a good idea to have it looked at.
Speaking of new construction, Parade of Homes coming up. We're going to give away some tickets to that in just a bit, so stick around. It is the Fix It Show. If you have questions, no guest this hour, 855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line.
Be our eyes on the road. See something out there that I should know about?
Traffic accident southbound 894 south of Beloit Road. Do have the right lane blocked.
Call me, Debbie Loziga, on the WTMJ traffic tip line, 414-238-9329.
About 2 miles past Bryan Road, there is a car fire on the right shoulder.
The drive affects you. Why not be part of it?
Debbie Loziga, I want to thank you for the wonderful, wonderful job you do every day.
Give me a call, 414-238-9329.
Every homeowner has a list. That roof, those windows, that bathroom you've been meaning to update. If you've been putting off home improvements, you're not alone. At Exterior Pros and Baths, they help homeowners upgrade their homes with beautiful roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and bathrooms built to last. Right now, save up to $3,000 on your next project. Don't wait until a small problem becomes an expensive one. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
Hey, John Mercure here for Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. Their mission is to transform the culture of care. They specialize in caring for those with early to late-stage Alzheimer's or other related dementia symptoms, and they offer early memory loss classes to help you. They specialize in this area. It's kindness at the core, locations throughout southeast Wisconsin. It's compassion, it's empathy. It's Wisconsin-based and family-owned, always welcoming people to come tour and welcome their new residents. I've seen their places. They're top-notch. It's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living.
Park and Scratch Outpost. Roxy's Resources and Awareness Drive-Thru will be at Bark and Scratch Outpost Sunday, August 23rd from 9 to 11 with free pet food and supplies. 5835 West Blue Mound Road. That's Sunday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. August 23rd. Anyone struggling with pet food can stop by. At Bark and Scratch Outpost, we think outside the bag. MilwaukeePetFood.com. Bark and Scratch Outpost.
It's WTMJ's Julia Fellow for Sweet Talks Medical Spa in Menominee Falls. If you're looking for expert care without that cold clinical vibe, Sweet Talks is where beauty, wellness, and self-confidence comes together in such a fun, welcoming space. Sweet Talks offers injectables, advanced skin treatments, even wellness services like weight loss or hormone optimization. Sweet Talks provides a comprehensive consultation designed just for you. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Loziga. Nobody likes backups, not on I-94 and definitely not in your own backyard. That's why I'm so glad we called Comfort Awnings. Now our outdoors time isn't delayed by rain or the scorching afternoon sun. One touch of a button gives us instant shade and shelter while also protecting us from harmful UV rays. So instead of heading inside when it gets too hot or starts to rain, we can enjoy the patio for longer. Don't let any more of the summer pass you by. Right now, get $200 off any awning or screen. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit ComfortAwnings.com.
7:18. Thank you for joining us on a beautiful Saturday morning. Going to be a great weekend, so get out and enjoy that. And we do have something coming up. It's actually going on right now through September 7th. The 2026 Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes presented by Nons runs from started August 15th, goes through the 7th. It's Saturday, Sunday, Labor Day from 11 to 5, Tuesday through Friday, 4 to 8, closed on Mondays. So, except for that Labor Day, which it is open from 11 to 5. So, they want you to come out, see the homes that are going on. The Snyder Farm in Oconomowoc. Have you been out there? Have you seen the buildings going up out that way? Because I know you live out that way.
I must have driven by that. There's so much construction and development going on out in the Oconomowoc area, Lake
Country. You been to the new Costco yet?
Yes, we actually joined.
Did you?
Yeah, that we went. What is it? Last Sunday, we went to church and then the amount of people just because it opened on Friday.
Sure.
And then we went on Sunday and it was still packed. Just crazy.
It'll be packed every Sunday for eternity.
It's just walking around.
If you can go on a Tuesday night, go on a Tuesday night.
I will admit.
You go on a Saturday or Sunday.
I had lunch there.
Of course you do.
All the snacks.
Of course that's
all the
what
samples.
you do.
The samples that they give out.
And then you can get the cheap slice of pizza or the hot dog.
Right.
It's right. Of course you're going to.
And then now that we're members, the gas is so much cheaper there.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's one of those places that if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
That's the definition of Costco.
But, so back to the NBA. So the Snyder Farm in Oconomowoc and Quietwood and Menominee Falls. I haven't been past that one.
All right. So we have tickets that we can give you right now. If you're caller number 5, the Metropolitan Builders Association 80th Annual Parade of Homes, call the WTMJ Talk and Text line at 855-616-1620. Evan will be answering the phone. If you're caller number 5, you will win a pair of tickets to that Parade of Homes running now through September 7th. Can you believe we're already saying now through September 7th?
This is coming up the last week of August.
It's crazy. And time is flying.
Labor Day is really late. It's as late as it can be because September 1st is a Tuesday.
Okay.
So that means it's all the way to the following Mondays, Labor Day. But yeah, it's.
So you've been to the Parade of Homes?
I have in the past. Okay. It's been a little while.
It's just big, beautiful houses you get to walk through and see what's new and exciting. And
yes, I mean they're not all big, but but they're brand new. But the whole idea about it is that you go to a subdivision. One has 6 houses, the other has 11.
Yep.
And you go there and you get to see 6 different houses in a small area.
Okay.
And you see different builders and ideas that they come up with, and they're usually using the next idea, or maybe it's been around out on the east or west coast for a little bit and then finally made it here. And
sure.
Although that used to be the case. I think the Midwest has really caught up a lot quicker with construction trends.
Well, I would think with the internet and all the things we're exposed to, that would happen.
That was kind of a thing years ago when people didn't see, like you said, the internet. Back when I probably went when I was more in construction in the late 90s, early 2000s, before the internet was really a big thing, that you didn't really know all the construction trends unless it was in a magazine or something. But then by the time it got here, so now you're seeing all these houses, different builders, different ideas. You get to walk through them and see it. And maybe you're like, oh, maybe I like that idea, or I like that idea. And it allows you to I'm not sure if you can take pictures. You might be able to. I don't know. You'd have to get, if they post that or not.
That's a good question.
But you can get ideas, talk to the builder representatives that are there, and they're beautiful. They're brand new. And some of them, I think you're going to have. I think a few years ago, the big thing was like the big, theater room in the basement. That's probably a thing in some. But I remember when that was like a brand new idea. Some of the cool things you can see.
It's funny because this has been going on for 80 years. I hear about it every year. I don't think I've ever gone to one. I don't think I've ever walked through.
Well, you should have called. You could have won some tickets.
I should have called instead. I was talking to you. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our winner from Evan in the producer's booth. It is the Fix It Show. If you have questions, the same number to call, 855-616-1620, or text us your question, and we will answer it about anything. Next hour, we have Brad from JD Griffiths coming in, so we'll be talking about garages and building, that sort of thing. But if you have questions about anything else, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening this morning.
Ridgetop Exteriors. Trusted, local, affordable. Thinking about a new roof? New siding? New windows? Think Ridgetop Exteriors, your trusted local experts. We've been doing this for over 25 years, and we're good at it. Just ask our 40,000 satisfied customers. Roofing, siding, windows, doors, we handle it all. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com for your free estimate. No pressure, just honest answers. Ridgetop Exteriors, trusted, local, affordable.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Hey, check this out. How about a free dinner at a great place, the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club tonight? WTMJ's John Mercure here. I highly recommend this great place. When you buy one dinner, your second dinner's free, even on the weekends. Wow. You're going to love the twin lobster tails, pecan-crusted salmon, steak and lobster, pasta dishes, even prime rib on Saturdays, any entree, I'll buy one, get one free, desserts, huge ice cream drinks, buy one, get one free. So de-stress with a cocktail. Choose from 20 bourbons, 120 wines in the timbered rustic bar, 8 gorgeous dining rooms. I recommend the magnificent all-you-care-to-eat Sunday brunch. Kids and grandkids under 3 eat for free. The Fox and Hounds, tucked into the Kettle Moraine Forest, right near Holy Hill. The summer drive is spectacular. I mean, it's poppin'. A Wisconsin must-see. Escape from your kitchen with a free dinner this weekend. Serving Saturday lunch from 11 till 2, dinner at 3 p.m. Tables are open tonight and tomorrow. Google Fox and Hounds. Call and reserve.
It's here on consignment from over 10,000 nationwide partners. From very high-end, distinctive furniture, unique antiques and original art, to tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. Premium home decor priced right at 25 to 40% off retail prices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Smart interior designers know that what they'll see here is going to be almost impossible to find anywhere else, especially at our consignment prices. Premium home decor that's gently loved and close to new. And what we carry can raise the wow factor of anyone's home decor. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
I'm WTMJ's Sandy Max. What makes senior living at Three Pillars so special?
The welcomeness. People are so friendly. If you have a problem, you can go to anybody. The community and the sense of safety provided for my mom and dad, and it's just like the most wonderful place to be.
They're just delightful, everyone. I don't see staff, I see friends. Aww. And I really do feel that.
And you couldn't live in more beautiful grounds.
Schedule a tour today at threepillars.org.
Thanks to everybody that called in, but congratulations to Sandy from Milwaukee who picked up 2 tickets to go to that big home show going on right now, the Parade of Homes, it's 80 years. That's crazy.
That is
crazy. 80 years of people walking through other people's houses.
I know it probably doesn't say it, and I might be wrong about this, but when I was more involved in it, I think this is the longest running Parade of Homes in the country.
That would make sense. 8 years is a long time.
Like I said, I think I'm 99% right on that.
Okay, so
that they've been doing it a long time. The MBA here in Milwaukee, the Metropolitan Builders Association, is very well run, organized, and everything. And a lot of great members in there. So they know.
So I'm sure when you go in these homes, you're going to see a lot of stone, natural stone, granite countertops, or travertine, or what I don't know, whatever's out there these days. When it comes to stone, that's not a maintenance-free product. You have to clean it and seal it. And so how often are we doing that? Depends on the stone.
Yeah.
I'm sure. The more porous it is, the more you should be sealing it and making sure you're using the right products on it.
Right.
I know you're not supposed to use harsh chemicals on your stone.
Yeah, you'll get a care kit. If you have a natural product, stone or something installed in your kitchen, bathrooms or something, you're going to get a care kit and instructions of when and how often you should seal them and with what product kind of thing. The difference for if you get a quartz Zodiac, I think they changed the name. It used to be called Zodiac. That was DuPont's product.
Mm-hmm.
I have Zodiac in my kitchen. That's a product that's man-made, even with quartz stone, and that product you don't have to seal.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you don't know what you have, that could be an issue.
Right. So you should find out.
Would it hurt to seal it? Can you seal it, or is it
it's probably not going to work, the
Right,
sealant
right,
section,
it's just
because it's not porous. It's not going to soak up the
Gotcha.
sealant. So
They say if you have granite countertops, 1 to 3 years, depending on how much use it gets, how much, what part of the kitchen it's in.
Sure. That would make sense.
But something that you need to keep in mind.
Right.
You move into these nice, gorgeous new homes and you're thinking, I got granite countertops.
Yeah.
Maintenance free.
Right.
Nope. What do we say?
Nothing's maintenance free.
No such thing as maintenance free. There's always
gotta
something.
Take care of something. Clean it, seal it, change your furnace filter.
Clean your gutters.
Clean your
Make sure your
gutters.
downspouts are attached.
Yeah, exactly.
All the things we talk about every week.
Right.
Because
grading gutters and downspouts, trim your vegetation away from your house, all that good stuff. You got to take care of your house.
It's amazing to me, and you see it too, because you're out in homes all the time. Yeah. The lack of maintenance that goes on at a lot of homes. And if you're listening to this show, you're probably not one of them because you're caring enough to listen and find out what you need to be doing. But
people have busy lives, but
it is
then you probably got to hire somebody. I got around to hiring somebody to do my lawn. That's not mowing my lawn, but actually take care of my lawn, because I've been dealing with crabgrass and everything, and using bee green out in Oconomowoc, and my grass looks amazing this year.
Nice.
Right now with the rain we've had, it looks amazing.
It takes maintenance on everything. That's why we do the Fix It Show every Saturday. Let's take a break over to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Elizabeth Lintonen. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Dayton. A man from Michigan has been arrested for stalking a woman from Wisconsin. The woman contacted Kewaskum police after receiving repeated messages from a man she didn't know through multiple social media platforms. The alleged messages became more threatening, and the man eventually found the woman's home address and phone number. Police arrested the 28-year-old man in Kewaskum Thursday afternoon after he drove in from Michigan. A new report is calling for stronger coordination ahead of future disasters in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Policy Forum says severe storms, flooding, and other weather threats are expected to become more frequent, while federal funding for emergency preparedness and recovery remains uncertain. A key improvement would be communication between state and local agencies, first responders, and community groups. The report highlights Milwaukee County's new Extreme Weather Task Force as a model other communities could consider. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. At the moment, still all clear out there. No major incidents, no major delays.
Traffic is sponsored by TaybackAttorneys.com. Veterans benefits denied? Call Tayback for the payback. Tayback Law fights for those who fought for us. If you're a vet and have been wrongfully denied the VA benefits you're entitled to, call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, slight chance of pop-up showers, but mostly sunny, high of 78. Overnight tonight, mostly clear, low of 60. Tomorrow, cooler and less humid, high of 74. Monday, sunny, high of 74. Tuesday, mostly sunny, slight chance of afternoon rain, high of 78. Wednesday, chance of storms, high of 81. Right now, in Green Bay, it's 62. Waukesha, 63. Madison, 63. In Milwaukee, it's 65 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News time is 7:32.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting WTMJ.com/contests.
That's WTMJ.com/contests.
The Fix It Show live stream and podcast are brought to you by J&J Contractors. From roofing to windows, kitchen, bathrooms, and more, J&J Contractors proudly provide a full catalog of exceptional exterior and interior home improvement services all under one roof. Visit jjcontractorsllc.com or call 414-423-9200 for your free consultation today. J&J Contractors, welcome home.
Recently, a seller that unfortunately ended up choosing another agent called me. She said she made a mistake, and what she was expressing to me sounded like she kind of was bullied into signing with him. Is it typical? Not always, but it will never happen when you hire a Century 21 Benefit Realty agent. I want our agents to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'd want to work with me. Not because they're good at saying what you want to hear or offer the lowest commission, but because of trust. Because if you're not feeling that from your agent, that's a problem, and I don't want that. At 1.9% on the listing side of your sale, with our commission capped at $19,000, Century 21 Benefit Realty leads with a very fair and transparent commission structure, with maximum marketing that can get your home sold fast and for the best price. And saving money matters, but working with someone who'll tell you exactly what you need to know up front, that creates trust. And that matters too. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Abby Windows.
Have you been thinking about new windows? If you're having a hard time operating them, feeling air coming through, or feel your energy bills are too high, now is the time to call Abby Home. We're celebrating 16 years in business, so we're having our anniversary sale. Right now, get a free triple pane upgrade on all windows. A free triple pane upgrade on all windows. And if somebody asks you if you know a guy in the business, you can say no, but I know a girl. Go to abbyhome.com today or give us a call, 414-436-ABBY, 414-436-2229.
Dayton, Kane, and David Nason with you. Thank you for joining us this Saturday. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Get outside, look around your house, and just make sure no maintenance is needed. Make sure all the downspouts are connected when it's not raining now, because we had some heavy rains, and sometimes if you don't have them connected, like actually screwed on or have some kind of, they can blow off. And that's how much rain we've been getting lately.
And I've said on the air, it's my opinion, right? I don't like the black corrugated or white corrugated plastic extensions. They blow around. The little ribs inside them will collect debris. The sun shines on them and they deteriorate from the ultraviolet rays. I just think you're much better off with an aluminum extension. It's the same material that the downspout is made on, and also make sure the elbows are high enough. So often I see the elbows really low, and then the downspout extension is literally almost flat. Well, it doesn't drain very well, and then if there is a little bit of blockage at the end or something, now the water can back out and come out the back, out
right
the
by
elbow,
the house, which is
right
where you
along
don't
the foundation, right? So downspouts and extensions are really, you do need to go out and look at them, make sure they're draining, getting the water away from at least like 5 feet away from your house.
I am the guy, after doing this show for so long and talking about this, that when it's raining, I'll get an umbrella and actually walk. As long as it's not thundering and lightning outside, I'll walk around and just look, like, is everything going where it's supposed to go? Yeah, we're good. Okay.
I have it.
And every once in a while, I will find a downspout, because I take mine on and off as I mow.
Sure.
I have dogs, I have chickens, I have grandchildren. So every once in a while, I find a downspout not connected because something or someone knocked it off. So you reconnect it and you do it. But anyway, let's get to a phone or a text here, 855-616-1620. If you have questions, it says, good morning. Which is the most durable indoor flooring from your experience? What do you both think about terrazzo?
Well, terrazzo is very durable.
It's lasted hundreds of years in Italy and over
it's literally like
Europe.
concrete.
Yeah.
It's basically an exposed aggregate product that gets polished. It's like concrete.
And it looks cool.
It does look cool. That's probably about the most durable that I can think of. Concrete or terrazzo. Tile, is very durable too, but it can crack. You really have to have a proper substrate or support for it. So if you're putting tile over concrete,
it's going to break.
Well, I mean, as long as your concrete is supported and thick enough and everything, it shouldn't crack.
Yeah.
But what I was getting is, if you're putting it over, like, say, your flooring system, your floor joists, you really should have at least 1.5 inches of underlayment and subfloor. Or I think it's 1.25 inches, but at least 1.25 inches. So you can't just have 3/4 inch of plywood and put your tile on it. It'll crack. Your joints will crack, everything. It's going to flex too much. If you go in an old home, when I'm talking about old, 50s and probably older, if you look underneath in your basement, if it's unfinished, if the air insulated tile, they actually put a cleat on the side of the floor joist that's lowered, and then so they could put the subfloor that's like recessed and flush with the top of the floor joist. So they didn't put it on top of the floor joist; they put it down in between the floor joist, and so the top is flushed. And then they poured a layer of concrete over the top of that. And then they put the tile on. So these bathroom floors that have the 1 inch squares, the little squares, those are usually set in like 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches of concrete. And I tell people all the time, they're like, oh, what do you think about this floor? I was like, it looks great. If you can decorate around the colors that are in this floor, leave the floor, because this floor is not going anywhere, and you're going to have a really tough time getting rid of it. You don't want to get rid of it. So that kind of tile, the terrazzo. The LVP, the luxury vinyl planking, those floorings, that product is very durable. It's supposedly waterproof, but I mean,
you got to put it on right though.
I would probably say it's water resistant.
That's a better way to put it.
Yeah, than waterproof. You can't flood it, kind of thing.
Well, there are seams there, so if it's not like
that's why water resistant. You can get it really wet, mop it kind of thing, or if water spills on it kind of thing.
Right.
Okay, great, clean it up.
Right.
But like I said, if you're
not going to fill up your kitchen like a bathtub, and
or your basement, if your basement floods a little bit, it's probably going to be a little problematic. So that's probably the durable. I mean, hardwood floors are very durable as well. My house is 100 years old next year, and I got hardwood floors in every room of my house that are original.
Yeah,
maple and oak, and so in the true 3/4 inch plank floors. I don't know how many. You'd have to ask a flooring contractor. I don't know how many sandings you can get out of that, but it's quite a few. That as long as you take care of them, maintenance. But you can sand them multiple times if they get scratched or fade or something else happens to them.
Yeah, our house was built in 1940, and we have beautiful hardwood floors in our living room and our
So hardwood was used as a flooring before they developed plywood, basically. So we didn't have a sheet product to put down, a 4x8 sheet of product. So you had diagonal floorboards, 1x6 or 1x8 for your subfloor, and then the finished flooring was wood, so wood plank floorings, and then they came out in plywood. And now, remember when they were advertising wall-to-wall carpet, because before that you just had area rugs and things.
Right, wall-to-wall carpet. I haven't heard that phrase in a long time. Yeah. All right. We'll take more of your questions. 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. We also have another pair of those Parade of Home tickets to give away this hour, too. So don't go too far. It is the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
When you come to our showroom, you'll find more than a dozen glass shower door displays. Now that's what you're going to want to see, because browsing a bunch of options usually spurs ideas that you've never even thought of. And when you walk around with one of our glass shower door experts, you can ask questions and get assurance. We're here to help. And after nearly 50 years in the glass shower door business, there's not a whole lot we haven't seen. So don't worry, your project's about to be put in the very best of hands. At Les's Glass Service, you can count on our experience that makes it easy to promise top-flight installation. Glass shower doors are our specialty, and we're out there humping it every day to add to our portfolio to make the next project even better than the last. This is Stacy Sinks. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
Is your life stuck in constant stress mode? Headaches, poor sleep, constant tension. Vince Vitrano for Connect Chiropractic, my team that can help not just mask symptoms, but find the root cause. Connect Chiro specializes in neurologically focused chiropractic care, helping your nervous system function the way it's designed so your body can heal, adapt, and perform at its best. Helping our community live healthier, more energized lives. Go connectchiro.com.
A new deck from Outdoor Living Unlimited is built to last. We are Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck installation team. For amazing ideas, go to Outdoor Living Unlimited's Instagram page. For a free estimate, go to OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Loziga. Nobody likes backups, not on I-94 and definitely not in your own backyard. That's why I'm so glad we called Comfort Awnings. Now our outdoors time isn't delayed by rain or the scorching afternoon sun. One touch of a button gives us instant shade and shelter while also protecting us from harmful UV rays. So instead of heading inside when it gets too hot or starts to rain, we can enjoy the patio for longer. Don't let any more of the summer pass you by. Right now, get $200 off any awning or screen. Call 414-Awnings or visit comfortawnings.com.
Notifications, texts, emails, information coming at you all day, every day. With so much noise, knowing what deserves your attention can feel overwhelming. So it's no surprise that many Americans feel less confident about their retirement finances and stressed about their investments. Turn down the noise. Turn up the planning. Put Annex Wealth Management on your side for trusted investment and retirement guidance, including tax and estate planning. Visit AnnexWealth.com and click the Get Started button.
David Nason would be your home inspector. I am Dayton Kane, co-host of the show. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you tuning in every Saturday from 7 to 9 as we talk through fixing stuff.
One of our regular listeners, happy birthday, Dad. My dad's birthday tomorrow he's going to be 85.
Nice. So my dad's turning 85 this year,
doing
too.
Really well. So
next month.
Happy birthday.
Awesome. Happy birthday, Dad. Okay, so we do...
And actually, my brother's going to be 61 on Monday. They have back-to-back birthdays.
Okay.
So happy birthday, Brian. I don't think he listens, so.
Top of the morning to you. That's how this text starts at 855-616-1620. Does the newer advertised roof juice actually rejuvenate your roof and add some life? If so, what are the products used, and what does it do? Are there some reputable contractors for it? A lot of questions there, but let's just start with
let's answer the
roof
back
juice,
part,
as they call it.
I think you'd need to do your own research on who's doing that. So I'm not familiar with the contractors. I think the one product that's probably most well known is Roof Max.
Right.
But I don't know if that's the name of the contractor or if there's contractors using that product. But I would just say I don't have any direct experience with it, but I think off the air we were talking a little bit. I think this is something that would be similar to any type of maintenance you have to do on your house. If your shingles are 15, 20 years old and you think you're going to put something, and this is my own opinion, I'm skeptical that you could put something on it to like bring it back to life. Could it extend the life a little bit? I think it probably would be more beneficial if you did it more regularly. I use the example on the air as like, should we drain your water heater? Well, yeah, you should. Who does that though? I mean, how many people actually do it? I mean, I'm sure I hope there's some listeners that are doing it. I just, that's not something I've ever done. But plumbers always say, yeah, you should do it, but you should start early in its life.
Yeah, every year from the day you buy it.
And if you've gone 5, 6, 7 years without draining your water heater, you know what? Don't start now.
You could actually hurt it.
You could cause more problems.
Right.
So I'm not saying put this on your roof is going to cause a problem. It's just what benefit are you going to get out of it? And I think if you did it early in its life, the benefit's going to be much greater as the shingles
kind of like sealing your deck or sealing your asphalt driveway, or if you let it get too bad.
A cedar shake roof needs to be cleaned every once in a while. If you let it go too long, well, now it's gotten to the point where it can't be recovered.
Well, cedar siding, the same thing. If you're not painting it on a regular, or staining it on a regular basis.
It's a maintenance thing.
Yeah.
So I think if you're using it as a maintenance thing, I think it probably could provide some benefit.
Yeah.
And if it helps clean the roof too.
What I'm hearing is regular maintenance is important, and everything eventually kind of, if you're not maintaining it, is going to get to a point where you can't.
Yeah, it has a life.
It has a lifespan.
Expected life on the outside. Everything on the outside of your house has an expected life.
Yeah.
And will need to be replaced at some point.
Or you can just buy a new home. So let's go. Let's give away some tickets. The Metropolitan Builders Association giving away a pair of tickets to the 80th Annual Parade of Homes. You can call the WTMJ Talking Text line at 855-616-1620. If you're caller number 5, you're going to win a pair of tickets. You'll be talking to Evan in the producer's booth because I think Isaac took off. It was his birthday this week, too. Happy birthday, Isaac.
Yep.
Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes running August 15th through September 7th. Caller number 5, you're a winner on the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
From the post-game to the morning show, there's no rest for baseball for Dominic Catronio, our Brewers 360 guest every Monday at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
I don't care about a team record. I don't care about 100 wins. I don't care about any of that. Make sure that you are in tip-top shape the moment the playoffs start.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Cannon and Dumphy, and Ridgetop Exteriors.
Your home can be more maintenance free when you rely on J&B.
This is Tom Feza. When I need information about siding, I call Scott Klein, owner of J&B Construction, provider of high-quality exterior home improvement products and services since 1958.
I'm Scott Klein. If you're tired of painting or your siding is beyond repair, it may be time to look at the advantages of a new siding system. Additional insulation, along with Tyvek's weatherization system, can significantly improve your home's energy efficiency while protecting it from water and air infiltration. We offer a variety of siding products, all installed by J&B's certified employees, which will provide decades of performance and beauty.
For a complimentary siding evaluation, call Scott at 262-437-0537 or visit jnbconstruction.com.
Your home can be more maintenance free when you rely on J&B.
You already know that Kessler's is the world's largest employee-owned group of jewelry stores.
We were recently told that Kessler's is the fastest growing group of jewelry stores in America.
Well, it just goes to show you.
Show you what?
That people like to feel good.
What do you mean?
Rick, you know how many people will drop by and look in the showcases and have some coffee and chat with their sales associates?
Yes.
That doesn't happen at other stores.
Really?
People come to Kessler's because it brightens their day.
It makes them feel good.
It certainly makes me feel good.
Tell me why.
Well, everyone's always in a good mood. And everything is clean and sparkling and romantic and happy.
It feels like sunshine and rainbows, doesn't it?
Sarah, that's exactly what it feels like.
When you're having a gray day, come to Kessler's.
Have some coffee and let us clean your jewelry.
Our jewelry cleaning equipment is completely different than what you have at home.
And we're delighted to do it for free, of course.
Welcome to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
We know that the people of Milwaukee are hard workers, that they're tough. But even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
I'm WTMJ's Sandy Max. What makes senior living at Three Pillars so special?
The welcomeness. People are so friendly. If you have a problem, you can go to anybody. The community and the sense of safety provided for my mom and dad, and it's just like the most wonderful place to be.
They're just delightful, everyone. I don't see staff, I see friends. And I really do feel that.
And you couldn't live in more beautiful grounds.
Schedule a tour today at threepillars.org.
WTMJ's Greg Matzik here. Bob Sorens is the reason Sorens Ford became home of the nice guys.
I used to cut Bob's hair. One time I was running very late. In the middle of his haircut, Bob says to me, "If you gotta leave now, it's okay. You can cut the other side when you get back from vacation."
109 years later, you can still feel that nice guy attitude from the Sorens family and the entire team at Sorens Ford in Brookfield. An exceptional buying and service experience. Sorens Ford on Capitol Drive. SOERENS.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee. From the Annex Wealth Management Studios, this is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Here's what I know. It's sponsored each week by Siding Unlimited and J&B Construction. Thank you for your sponsorships. And I know that Cindy from Menominee Falls was our winner of those tickets, so enjoy the parade of homes.
Congratulations, Sandy earlier and Cindy.
Sandy and Cindy.
Yeah.
There we go. Enjoy those tickets. Thank you for listening to the show. We appreciate that. So let's talk a little bit about Wahi, because you got a big event coming up September 21st through the 25th, and it's starting to fill up, but you have a little bit of room left.
Right. So the WAHI is the Wisconsin Association of Home Inspectors, and I am in my second term as president. Ends in March.
I'm surprised you don't make me call you president. President?
Well, now that you say that, Mr. President.
Mr. President?
No, I'm not. Not that. So the Wisconsin Association of Home Inspectors, it's the state of Wisconsin's, what we think is the premier association for home inspectors in Wisconsin, because there are some national organizations which are good and everything, but I'm licensed in Wisconsin. I can't do an inspection in Illinois. I'm not licensed there. So all we focus on is Wisconsin. And
which has different guidelines.
We have different standards for a home inspection, right? So in 2021, the state of Wisconsin changed the standards a little bit, but one of the things they did was they required now to be a home inspector in Wisconsin, you have to take a 40-hour course before you take a national exam, which is kind of ironic, and then you take a state exam. So when I got into this 13 years ago, all I had to do was take the national exam and then the state exam. I didn't have to go to any formal training. And in my background and everything I had done and previously, I think really trained me for what I'm doing. So we, as WAHI, we are putting on a class. We have been now for 5 years or so. And we do 2 a year, and our second one's coming up here in September, and it's going to be here in Milwaukee. What were the dates on there?
The 21st through the 25th of September.
Right. Great
so
class.
A month from now.
Right. 5 days. The first 3 days are classroom training with 2 of our instructors who have been longtime home inspectors and educators as well. And so that's they're basically going through the standards for a home inspection, definitions, everything you need to know. And then the Thursday and Friday of the class, we actually go to vacant houses in the area here. And on Thursday, we bring in what we call experienced or seasoned inspectors. I'll be there. And we go to the house, and I'm going to inspect the house with one of our students. We try to go one-on-one. Lately, it's been 1 inspector, 2 students, but that's the most. And we'll be basically inspecting the house for the students as our customer. They're the buyer, quote-unquote buyer, and we're going to inspect it for them, so they're learning what that process is. That's the morning, and then we take lunch. We talk a little bit more and everything. The afternoon, now we kind of mix up. And then a different inspector will go with a different group of people, and so they get to see different. Everybody's got a little different way of explaining things and such like that. So that's Thursday. Friday, now the student becomes the inspector, and the student is inspecting the house for so I'll be the buyer, and the students will do the inspection. So they learn that, and it's a learning process. They can ask questions during, things like that. So the whole idea is we're not just sitting in a classroom learning this. We're trying to be giving them some real world. This is what a inspector does. This is how we do things and everything. So, and then you get a certification at the end of the class, which then you take to the state, Wisconsin. Look, I got the certification. They passed. Now you can go and take the national exam and then become a home inspector. So great profession.
Good need for them too, right? So
yeah, we're low. We're still a little low on home inspectors. So yeah, we definitely could use some more.
Who's the home inspector of the future?
Right.
We need to find out.
Of the future, I got a few years left in me, and yeah, but yes, we could definitely use some.
So
more.
when you see people coming to these, what's the age range? Is it like newbies, or is it like people like I had a career for about 20 years and now I'm looking for something different?
It's usually a second career.
It is, okay.
You've been in the trade for a little while, and maybe you're a roofer or an electrician or something, and now you want something where it's not necessarily quite the grind that a trade can be. Especially a roofer or a framing contractor or carpentry contractor, that can be a little hard on your knees and your elbows and things like that. But you have a lot of knowledge about construction and such, and becoming a home inspector comes a little natural to you. You do have to be a good communicator, that you're talking to your customers and everything. Now, not only talking to them, but then putting all that information into a report that's clear and concise and usable for the buyer to.
Is there a standard report?
No, we don't want a standard report.
Okay.
A form. We have standards, and we have to have certain information in our report, but we don't have an actual standard form. State of Texas does, but it's turned into like a 14-page of fill in the boxes kind of thing. That doesn't allow for the information that you get from a real knowledgeable, experienced inspector.
And the reason you want that information is so you can fix problems that are in the house.
Fix problems. If it's during a real estate transaction, a lot of times the information, if we find some problems maybe the seller's not aware of, then it becomes a negotiation tool.
Sure.
I can't advise a buyer whether or not they should buy the house or if it's worth the price they're paying. The only thing I'm doing is giving them information that they use to make decisions, and then work with their realtor on either an amendment or renegotiating, or in some rare cases, I think, in my opinion, is they have to back out of the deal.
Sure.
But we don't like to see that.
Wahi Fall 2026 pre-licensing home inspection training course going on September 21st through the 25th. You can go to wahigroup.com and get that information. Coming up next hour, Brad from JD Griffith's going to be joining us in studio. That does it for hour number 1 of the Fix It Show.
This has been the Fix It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests, and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC.
Wet basements and foundation problems? For over 20 years, Accurate has been the Fix-It Show's trusted experts in foundation repair and waterproofing. Whether it's cracked walls, drain tile issues, or water in your basement, they've got you covered. Don't wait until the problem gets worse. Call Accurate Basement Repair today at 414-744-6900 or visit AccurateBasementRepair.com. They're not just good, they're accurate.
Family, experience, local. I feel these words define Siding Unlimited.
I agree. We can add integrity, complete, and available.
Absolutely. This is Eric Brown with my brother and business partner, Aaron Brown, owners of Siding Unlimited. We were raised in this industry with the foundation that makes all of those words ring true. Our dad raised us to appreciate every project and deliver an installation that will last well beyond what the warranty says.
Very true. So we extended our labor warranty from 5 to 10 years, proving that we will stand by our work. Our experience in installing the right products the right way has earned us platinum ratings with Pella, LP SmartSide, and TimberTech Decking, making our company Siding Unlimited and Outdoor Living Unlimited triple platinum.
The highest standard in the industry, we can only accomplish that type of level in windows, siding, and decking by being true to who we are when it comes to integrity, completing each job, and being available to our customers.
It doesn't end there. We are also excelling in roofing, doors, and so much more. Trust the local, family-operated Siding Unlimited to be the company of choice for your next project.
Siding Unlimited. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Call Siding Unlimited at 262-567-4513 or visit sidingunlimited.com today.
It's WTMJ's Julia Fellow. Right now, a child in our community needs more than a place to stay. They need stability, encouragement, a caring adult who believes in them. St. Charles Youth and Family Services is looking for compassionate people and families to become foster parents. It's through their treatment foster care program. You'll receive training, guidance, and ongoing support every step of the way. Learn more about becoming a foster parent today at stcharlesinc.org. That's stcharlesinc.org. stcharlesinc.org.
The Titans of a National League collide in Milwaukee. Brewers, Braves, showtime.
High fly, right center. It is up. It is back. It is gone.
Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts at 12:35.
Mara, fly ball to deep left. Back it goes. It is up and gone.
Don't miss a pitch on the home of the Brewers. 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 8 o'clock, it's 65 degrees here in Milwaukee. Today, slight chance of pop-up showers, mostly sunny, high of 78. Overnight tonight, mostly clear, low of 60. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Elizabeth Lintonen. A woman from Milwaukee is charged in a road rage shooting that left one person dead.
18-year-old Mariah Ruiz faces one felony count of first-degree reckless homicide in the death of 44-year-old Minerva Hernandez Lopez. Court documents show that Ruiz admitted to getting into a shouting match with Hernandez Lopez that led to a car chase on Monday afternoon on Milwaukee's south side. Security video later showed Hernandez Lopez's car backing into Ruiz's car before Ruiz allegedly shot 3 times into the other car. Hernandez Lopez died in the shooting. Ruiz later turned herself into police. If convicted, Ruiz faces up to 65 years in prison. Jen Gregg, WTMJ News.
A teenager crashed into a home after getting shot while driving in Milwaukee. Police responded to reports of a shooting around noon on Friday. Authorities say the suspect shot at the driver, causing the victim to lose control of the car and crash into a home near Capitol in Montreal. An 18-year-old was taken to the hospital for non-fatal injuries. Police are seeking a known suspect. 50% U.S. tariffs are now in effect on Canadian goods after the two countries were unable to reach a trade deal ahead of the midnight deadline. News Nation's Tom Dempsey.
After these new tariffs went into effect at midnight, U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer wrote, quote, despite the U.S. offer to Canada to receive the best treatment of any major exporter to our market, new demands and walkbacks of other commitments by Canada have upended the careful balance reached in the past days. He called it a missed opportunity for Canada after he said the U.S. offered big tariff reductions on things like steel, aluminum, cars, and lumber.
Canada's Prime Minister says his country will match the U.S. tariffs, quote, dollar for dollar. A small plane crashed on its second attempt to land in heavy fog at a remote military airport in Alaska, killing all 8 people aboard, federal investigators said Friday. ABC's Alex Stone.
There were 2 members of the Army Corps of Engineers on board. There were 4 contractors on the plane as well. It was a small civilian plane, a Cessna 441. The NTSB saying as it's beginning its investigation, it knows they took off from Anchorage. They were heading to a remote radar site in western Alaska. The conditions were foggy. They had been airborne for about 2 hours when they tried to land at that remote site.
NTSB is sending a team of 6 now to the site to begin investigating. I-94 drivers on Milwaukee's west side are settling into a new traffic pattern that'll be around for a while.
Eastbound I-94 is down to 2 lanes, if you haven't noticed, between 70th Street and General Mitchell Boulevard. Wisconsin DOT's Eric Hansen says the change went in earlier this week.
So on the west leg, we did install our traffic shift on 94 eastbound between 70th Street and General Mitchell Boulevard.
For drivers wondering how long things will stay this way, Hansen says there shouldn't be another major change right away.
We should remain fairly static through, I'd say, the end of September, early October.
Debbie Lazaga, WTMJ News.
Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News. Time is 8:04.
Abby Window. Are you looking to upgrade your bathroom with a new walk-in shower or a new tub? At Abby Home, we take everything down to the studs, pull the plumbing permits, and you have a brand new bath or shower in as little as 1 day. And to top it off, we're having our 16-year anniversary sale. Right now, get a free shower door with your new bath or shower. And if somebody asks you if you know a guy in the business, you can say no, but I know a girl. Go to abbyhome.com today or give us a call, 414-436-ABBY, 414-436-2229.
Are you looking for a welcoming place to unwind? Vince Vitrano here. Our family found a home at Racine Country Club. Premier golf on the historic championship course, rolling terrain, famously fast greens, tight fairways, and scenic Root River views. Work your game year-round with indoor simulators, hitting bays, top-notch practice facilities, and leagues for every level. Plus, at Racine Country Club, you enjoy elevated dining, swimming, and a full calendar of family-friendly events. Join me on the course at Racine Country Club, racinecountryclub.com.
Accident Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Brian Wicker, Chief Homebuyer Helper with Wisconsin's own Accident Mortgage. Nicer homes are still getting multiple offers over asking, and there's only one winner per listing. I want to help you be that winner, which is why I just increased the rock-solid pre-approval guarantee to $10,000. It's all about getting the seller to pick your offer over the others. So AccuNet is now guaranteeing in writing to pay the seller 10,000 American bucks if we can't make good on the terms of your fully verified rock-solid pre-approval. Banks don't do that. We're willing to stand behind our work and stand behind you with a $10,000 guarantee that sellers will definitely notice. Maybe you've been writing offers and losing, which feels terrible, or maybe you're just starting out. Either way, don't settle for a flimsy bank pre-approval and let someone else end up sleeping in your dream home. Give the seller 10,000 reasons to say yes to your offer with AccuNet's new $10,000 rock-solid seller guarantee. Get started with yours today at accunet.com.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gerber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. The Brewers beat the Braves last night 2-1. They play again this afternoon at 1:10. Tune in for game day coverage right here on WTMJ at 12:35. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. At the moment, still all clear out there. No major incidents, no major delays.
Traffic is sponsored by TaybackAttorneys.com. Social Security benefits denied? Call Tayback for the payback. Unable to work due to health problems? Let Tayback help you get approved for the Social Security benefits you're entitled to. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, slight chance of a pop-up shower, but mostly sunny. High of 78. Overnight tonight, mostly clear. Low of 60. Tomorrow, cooler and less humid. High of 74. Monday, sunny and 74. Tuesday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of afternoon rain. High of 78. Wednesday, a chance of storms. High of 81 degrees. Right now, in Green Bay, it's 63. In Waukesha, it's 63. In Madison, it's 63. And in Milwaukee, it is 65 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News time is 8:07.
This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC. When it comes to home repairs, we could all use a guy. Well, we've got the guy. And we've got the show. For all your home improvement questions, we've got answers. This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ. presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Now, here's your host, Dayton, Kane, and David Nason.
Welcome to hour number 2. David, we're joined by a guest in studio, first-time guest. We should have like bells and whistles and things go off when it's a first-time guest. Brad Carazia from JD Griffiths. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Welcome, Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So you guys are detached garage builders and garage fixers? Like, tell us what you guys do.
Yeah, so we're a detached garage builder. Along with that, we are a full-service garage door company where we'll fix garage doors, put in new garage doors, and we have a little, kind of spin-off of that of garage renovations as well, little smaller renovations, new service doors, new windows, update siding, stuff like that on garages only, though.
Okay, all right. And where do you guys all go?
Yeah, so our service area is we'll go out to Oconomowoc, we'll go down to the north side of Racine, and then we'll go up to the Port Washington and West Bend area.
Where are you guys based out of?
We're at the north side of Milwaukee.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. We're off of Good Hope.
And I was amazed as we were talking about how many garages are going up every year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a full industry. Yeah. I would have never guessed that in my life. So you guys are busy. We live in Wisconsin, so there's weather we're dealing with. Talk through the process of if somebody's looking for a garage. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they can go to jdgriffiths.com, your website, and there's probably a form they can fill out.
Yep.
Somebody will contact them.
Yes.
But then can you guys build year-round? What's that look like?
Yeah, so we can physically build year-round, but being here in Wisconsin, we are limited with the weather on the concrete we can do. So our concrete window is usually April through November, somewhere around there, especially because we only do slab on grade. So it's a lot less thick, so it more susceptible to freezing during those times. So that does limit us. We are kind of a seasonal business when it comes to that then. We get a little bit of a break, but it is kind of nice after a hard push through the summer that we're in currently. So all my new guys come in and they're like, they'll usually come in during the winter to get them geared up for the year. And they're bored, ready. I'm like, next year you're going to be appreciating this break. That's for sure. Right. So
first couple of years I worked at Site Unlimited, I thought I was going to lose my job in January, February because it slows down. It's Wisconsin. Everybody's hibernating.
Right.
Nobody's thinking about the outside of their house at that point. They're just like hunkered in, and you're like, okay, what's going to happen here?
Yeah.
But yes, then you run crazy busy the rest of the year. So that sounds to me like there's a spot in the life of building a garage where you may have a slab poured in November, but it may be a couple months before the actual garage gets built because you had to get that concrete in before you were out of time.
Yeah, usually towards the end of our season, October, November time, we're trying to get as much concrete on the ground as possible.
Right.
We'll be upfront with our customers and let them know, hey, we can't produce carpentry-wise as quickly as we're doing concrete at this time, just to get you in during this time. And we'll stop at the end of November pouring concrete, but build through, middle to end of January. So there will be some downtime there, but we try to be as upfront as we can with our customers so they know, hey, there's going to be a little bit of a time delay in between here.
As long as you communicate, right? That's
right. That is the key.
Yeah.
That is the key.
After a certain time frame, they can park on that slab.
Absolutely. Yeah, usually after 30 days they can park on it. The tough thing here in Wisconsin winters though is you can't use salt on that concrete for I tell everybody to try to give it as many years as you can,
right?
Because that's really what kind of eats that top layer and starts deteriorating that concrete. But at least that first winter we tell everybody just use sand to limit the damage of that salt.
That's why we're seeing so many people doing the coatings on their garage floors, is because the salt eats away at that
over
top
time.
layer.
Yeah, just from the tires, driving out in the road and bringing it into your garage.
Yeah.
So.
Even if you don't salt your driveway, you're bringing it in every time you go driving around.
Absolutely.
How long has JD Griffiths been around?
So we've been in business since 1947, actually. So started out as a lumber yard that started selling like garage packages, to people, and then kind of morphed through the times to being a garage builder. I myself have been in the business for about 10 years now. Been the owner for 6, going on 7 years. It's been a really good business, and I was shocked when my uncle came to me saying, hey, let's come build garages. I was like, how many garages can you do? But then you drive around Milwaukee and you see all the detached garages, and there really are a lot out there.
And that have been around since like 1920, and they're falling apart and need to be redone.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. You go out in the suburbs and it's all attached garages. Yeah. But then those people are building their accessory buildings and things. But yeah, in the city, it's almost all detached garages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Brad is going to be with us all this hour. If you have questions, we'd love to hear from you. The Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line is 855-616-1620. Check them out, jdgriffiths.com. It is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
The stories you're talking about on Wisconsin's Morning News.
As we saw in the last election, polls don't vote. Ultimately, people vote, and that's the only poll that really counts in the end. And we have to remember this about polls. It's a snapshot in time. Just because someone answered 3-4 weeks before an election, I'm likely to vote for this person, doesn't mean that in the 3-4 weeks later, that voter changed his or her mind. And it doesn't mean that the poll was wrong then. It was maybe right at the time.
Only here on WTMJ.
Imagine waking up to the updated kitchen or bathroom of your dreams. J&J Contractors is your preferred partner in all your home renovation needs. They can transform your kitchen with beautiful new floors, custom cabinetry, and more. Dreaming of a spa-like oasis with custom tile work and fixtures? J&J Contractors will design a bathroom that leaves you feeling relaxed and rejuvenated. For your free consultation, just search online, J&J Contractors, or call 414-423-9200. J&J Contractors. Welcome home.
So I was talking with another real estate agent who has been in the business even longer than I have, with a couple of other big name companies. He was talking about how it's tough to compete with us because we have good agents and we charge less commission. And he even said that he lost a few listings to us, and it always bothered him because he realized that he was doing everything that we were doing, but he was charging more. We do charge less, and we do everything that a full-service agency does, because we are full-service real estate agents. The only difference is we give you our very best commission rate up front. You do pay for what you get. And with Century 21 Benefit Realty for 1.9% on the listing side of your home, with a cap of $19,000 commission on any size home, you can get full-service experienced agents, MLS marketing, professional photos, even virtual walkthroughs, and everything you get from any other big-name agent, all under the umbrella of the Century 21 brand. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
I'm with Eric, Director of Research for Good Karma Brands. They have business technology from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Eric, what does partner mean to you?
Partner isn't just out for them. The partner cares about how we solve our problems, and it can be a mutually beneficial relationship from there on.
And I understand throughout the more than 15-year partnership between Good Karma Brands and James Imaging Systems, you have shared many core values.
Absolutely. Work hard, be honest, over-deliver, follow through, listen, teamwork.
Eric, summarize your overall business technology partnership with James Imaging Systems for me.
Outstanding. As we've grown tremendously and you guys have still been able to meet our needs each step of our growth, that's huge.
AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com.
You're not just a job number as a Sidex customer. They've been family-owned since 1988, and they treat you as part of their family. Upgrade and transform your current bathroom space with Sidex Windows Siding and Bath. They have seasoned design consultants with 10 to 30 years of experience. The owner, Joe, is honoring his dad's legacy with top-tier products and expert craftsmanship. It's Sidex, the best in the business. Get a free shower door upgrade when you mention WTMJ. Visit sidexremodel.com.
8:17 on a beautiful Saturday morning, sunny and 78 for a high today. That sounds like the perfect day to me. I don't know.
Yes.
About you. Get outside.
Get outside, look at your house, check on some things, and then go have fun.
Look at your garage.
Yeah, right.
We have Brad from JD Griffiths on, and we were just talking about garages because that's what we're talking about. Yeah. How do you know when? When do I know? Somebody asked in the text line, do you demolish existing garages? I'm assuming that has to be a yes, right?
Yes, that's definitely.
And then how do you know? Like now's the time. I've had this garage for 100 years, but it's finally time.
Yeah, the main thing I would say that fails first in a garage, especially here in Wisconsin, because we do get the freeze-thaw cycle, is going to be that slab-on-grade foundation. You start seeing major cracks. What I always say is if you can fit 2 quarters in it, it's moving. 1 quarter, you're probably all right, but you don't want to see that foundation fail any further at that point because you could get a collapse or something along those lines. So it becomes a safety issue at that point. We do demolish detached garages. We'll come in. Our whole process, really from start to finish, starts with the demolition. We go through grading, bring in gravel, do your concrete, build the garage, do the siding, roofing, and garage door, because we are a garage door company, so we'll do ours as well. We'll get it through electrical, but we do stop at kind of that point. We don't do any interior finishes of garages. So if that's something you wanted, you have to find another contractor to come in after we're done.
Sure. Okay. And you said you're doing this every day. Like there's that many garages out there that are getting replaced. And how many are you tearing down every year?
So we're probably out of the 120 or so garages we do a year, I would say 80% of them we're doing a tear down.
Really?
Our main areas are going to be your Whitefish Bay, Shorewood, Milwaukee, Wauwatosa, where they already have an existing garage, detached garage. And, over time in Wisconsin, they just get, the weather beats on them and they're just time to replace.
Sure.
Or they're looking for a bigger one, right? Yeah. When the older houses had smaller cars at that point in time and smaller garages. And, you definitely want to. A lot of people just want to maximize the size they have. I know I have a 3-car attached garage and it's half filled with kid stuff, Right. So, getting as much storage as you can and, being able to park out of the weather as well. So
when you see, like, as you were just saying, a lot of times there are smaller garages or a 1-car garage or something. Are you working with the municipality on where you can put that new garage and how big you can build it and such?
Absolutely, yeah. We do all the permitting process. So I have 2 salesmen that sell garages full time, and they go out and they have their areas where they work. We're kind of divided north and south, and so they know the codes. And every municipality is a little different on the size requirements, the distance off the lot lines. Right. Some places will be 18 inches off the lot line. The other places might be 15 feet, know. So, and then size too, I know in Whitefish Bay, it's, max 10% of your lot, know, but every municipality is a little different, but that's what these guys do. And they'll be able to direct you in the right way.
So David mentioned, the second garage that somebody's building off their property. You guys, if you're doing the concrete for the garage, do you also do the driveway leading up to that?
Yeah, we'll do, if it involves a detached garage, we'll do any of the concrete. We'll do driveways, sidewalks, patios, anything along those lines. But it has to involve a garage for us to do that. We won't just do standalone concrete.
Sure. Right? Gotcha. Makes sense. All right, jdgriffiths.com, Griffiths, Griffiths.
Yeah.
Griffiths. jdgriffiths.com is the website. We do have Brad with us all this hour, so get your calls and texts in at 855-616-1620. We're going to take a break. It is a Fix It show on WTMJ.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. Ridgetopexteriors.com. That's Ridgetopexteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors. It's the weekend. Don't cook and clean. The Mineshaft Family Restaurant in Hartford will serve you a super affordable meal, and it's delicious. The Saturday breakfast buffet is all you can eat under $10 from 8 until noon today. $10. Your Saturday steak dinner with all the sides is under $25. You will pay a lot more at other restaurants. Not necessary. The family pizza special is a huge 18-incher with a pitcher of beer or soda and 100 game room credits for under $45. The pizza easily feeds a family of 4. Your kids can safely play in that world-class game room quietly set away from the dining area. While you finish up, it's perfect. Games for little kids, games for big kids. The Mineshaft in beautiful downtown Hartford and in Oshkosh near the EAA. Lots of seating, close parking. The Sunday buffet is an all-you-can-eat feast and just $15. Kids and grandkids under 3 eat for free. There's no restaurant inflation at the Mineshaft in Hartford. Google the Mineshaft and just walk in this weekend.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved, but here you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. Distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
For more than a century, Curative Care has been helping children, adults, and families across southeast Wisconsin navigate developmental disabilities and find the support they need to thrive. Curative helps families every step of the way, from early childhood through adulthood, connecting parents with resources, providing guidance during challenging times, and creating a community where people truly belong. If you know someone who may be looking for answers and support for a loved one with developmental disabilities, visit curative.org today.
Dayton, Kane, and David Nason with you. Sunny and 78 today. 66 in Milwaukee. We have Brad Carazia from JD Griffiths on this hour talking about building garages,
Right.
and that entails garage
overhead doors, garage doors. I call it an overhead door.
Overhead door.
Right?
That's the real name.
That's
for
the real
it.
name.
Yes.
So in my reports, it's an overhead door versus the service door.
Correct.
Anyway, so I know, I'm getting technical. We had somebody text in, do you replace just the bottom section of a garage door or overhead door?
Yeah, we will. It does have to be the brand that we service or a brand that we can easily access. We use CHI overhead doors. So if it's a CHI overhead door, yes, you can just replace that section if they still make that style and color and all that. But yeah, it's definitely doable, and it's going to cost you a lot less than a full new door.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to color, I mean, if they don't have the color, but maybe it's close or similar, you can paint it.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, the color will never match up. Even if they have the same,
That's
unless
true.
it's a
White.
a garage
Maybe
door.
white.
Well, even white. I had white siding that was put up on my house. You can tell where they were different.
So overhead doors, you're talking about replacing them, you install them.
Yes.
And once you do, they're maintenance free, right?
For our
Nothing's
listeners,
maintenance free. I was listening on the way in.
You were listening on the way in.
Right?
Yeah.
Garage door or overhead door openers have safety features on them, and I sometimes see people, and I'm going to say foolishly, because they will take the photo beam sensors and they mount them either like above the door, on the wall above the door, or right behind the opener, where they're pointing at each other about 2 inches apart, so that nobody ever breaks that beam.
Sure.
Because a new opener, that has to work. If those don't work, the door, you have to hold the button down. You have to override that. It won't close if the safety beam isn't transmitting, right?
Right. Yeah. So a door will not work without those safety beams anymore.
Right.
Of course, we still run into the old ones that didn't require them,
the
but
ancient ones, yeah.
I never suggest doing anything like that.
Right.
Especially, it's just a very unsafe thing to do. You could have a kid, a dog, whatever go through that door, and if those aren't placed at the bottom about a foot off the ground is where we like to see them, maybe a little bit less. Yes. Then that door could come down on them, and that motor's going to push into them.
And how heavy is a 16x7 door?
Oh, they're probably hundreds of pounds. Yeah.
And now it's being pushed by an opener.
Yeah.
And I was told by a overhead door company representative years ago, there's something like 25,000 injuries in the United States a year from overhead doors.
Yeah.
That the safety features are either been disabled or they're not working. And then the second safety feature is what we call the pressure reverse or the close force on a door. And that needs to be adjusted properly so that when it does come down, and I always use the example for people that, you always see a retired guy sitting on his lawn chair in his garage, door opening, watching the world go by. Well, if he's got his chair positioned just right and that photo beam going underneath his chair, and then somebody hits the door or accidentally or somebody, or now the door's coming down and he doesn't know it, it's gotta stop and go back.
Yeah, so the old openers you would actually adjust that to, be in that sweet spot where it can hit something but still back up, but still close at the same time. So that was an adjustment on those. The new ones actually, are all done with the chip inside, and it auto programs the opener that way. But we were talking about testing that. And to test that to make sure your opener doesn't fail, because those boards, are just like anything else. They do go bad in time. You want to take a 2x4, some sort of piece of wood or something that's maybe, 4 to 6 inches tall, set it on the ground, and go ahead, where the door is closing, and go ahead and hit that button. That door should hit that, push into it just a hair, and then go back up, because it does, sense that resistance.
Right. And the part of the reason for it being using something that small, if you think you're going to hang on to it to test it, you don't know at what point the resistance is set, and you could damage the door. And I will say I damaged a door, and then I never did that again. Yeah. And so you put something on the ground, and if it's not adjusted properly, everything will flex.
Right.
But it won't break. So it's like, and it stops. And he's like, okay, this needs to be adjusted. And for a home inspection, I call it a defect because it's a safety hazard. It's fixable, it's adjustable, but it is a safety hazard.
JD Griffiths on with us this hour. We got another half hour to go, so get your calls and texts in at 855-616-1620. Check them out, jdgriffiths.com. Now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Elizabeth Lintonen. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Dayton. 2 teens charged with a murder in Milwaukee will be tried as adults. David Krause was allegedly fatally shot during an attempted robbery in April while celebrating 414 Day in Walker's Point. 3 teenagers were arrested, including 15-year-old Stallone Daly and 16-year-old Briante Taylor, who will now both be tried in adult court. Prosecutors say they are unsure who fired the fatal shot. The third teenager's case will stay in juvenile court with a hearing yesterday. A new report is calling for stronger coordination ahead of future disasters in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Policy Forum says severe storms, flooding, and other weather threats are expected to become more frequent, while federal funding for emergency preparedness and recovery remains uncertain. A key improvement would be communication between state and local agencies, first responders, and community groups. The report highlights Milwaukee County's new Extreme Weather Task Force as a model other communities could consider. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. At the moment, we are still all clear out there. No major incidents, no major delays. Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, slight chance of a pop-up shower, mostly sunny, high of 78. Overnight tonight, mostly clear, low of 60. Tomorrow, cooler and less humid, high of 74. Monday, sunny, high of 74. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high of 78. Wednesday, a chance of storms, high of 81 degrees. Right now, in Green Bay, it's 64. In Muskego, it's 65. In Madison, it's 65. And in Milwaukee, it is 66 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:32.
From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this, and Summit Credit Union's got you.
The Fix It Show live stream and podcast are brought to you by J&J Contractors. From roofing to windows, kitchen, bathrooms, and more, J&J Contractors proudly provide a full catalog of exceptional exterior and interior home improvement services all under one roof. Visit jjcontractorsllc.com or call 414-423-9200 for your free consultation today. J&J Contractors, welcome home.
Wet basements and foundation problems? For over 20 years, Accurate has been the Fix-It Show's trusted experts in foundation repair and waterproofing. Whether it's cracked walls, drain tile issues, or water in your basement, they've got you covered. Don't wait until the problem gets worse. Call Accurate Basement Repair today at 414-744-6900 or visit AccurateBasementRepair.com. They're not just good, they're accurate.
Don't miss out on the Labor Day sale at Ken Michaels Furniture. Our entire showroom of heirloom quality furniture is on sale. Enjoy factory discounts on exceptional brands like Norwalk, Bradington Young, Hooker, and our Amish dining and bedroom collections. Create a sofa, chair, sectional, or recliner as unique as you are with our thousands of customizable upholstery options. For unbeatable savings on better quality furniture, shop the Labor Day sale now at Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, and downtown. There's no doubt that a better night's sleep makes for better days, and a good quality mattress helps make it happen. When you buy your new Milwaukee mattress from Ken Michaels Furniture, you are assured of a mattress made individually for you, out of the finest materials right from our own Milwaukee factory. We make every style, size, and firmness of mattress imaginable, and with our factory direct prices, you will save hundreds of dollars. Milwaukee mattress from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee, where better days come from a great night's sleep.
6 games in first place. The Milwaukee Brewers take on the Braves at AmFam Field at 1:10 today. You can catch a game right here.
We just need to stay healthy. We need a Cy Young Award winner here.
Oh, hopefully we get one. Yeah. We're on the way, right?
Yep.
JD Griffiths on with us. Brad Carazia.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, you
All
did.
Carazia.
Got it.
I love it. It's a cool name. Talking about garage doors.
Right.
Talking about garage
Garages.
Talking about sizes of garages. Have we
Right.
gone there yet? How big are we building these things?
We got standard, and then what can you do?
Yeah, so, a standard 2-car garage is going to be about 20 by 20. That's what they technically say. But, if you can go bigger than 20 by 20, I always suggest it, because if you've got a truck or SUV or whatever, it's going to be tight to fit 2 cars in there. We consider ourselves custom build, so we'll build any size. Really what our limitations come to is we're not going to do a second story on a garage. We will do what's called room and attic trusses, where you can have a space up in the gable space of the garage. We'll put full staircases up to them or pull down, however you want.
Because you really shouldn't use standard trusses for storage.
You shouldn't.
No. Lightweight stuff, your shovels and, stuff like that, but they're not intended to store heavy things.
Yeah,
that's not. They're designed to hold the roof up.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. So our standard, though, we don't use trusses normally. We actually stick build them.
Awesome.
We stick build them, and we use LVLs as wall ties so that people can throw a sheet of OSB or something up there. We use 2x6 wall tie, LVL wall ties, so they will span. Because we know people are going to do it in time. And that's one of the things that makes a garage fail, though, too, is you put too much stuff up on those wall ties up there in that space, and it starts sagging and gets worse.
You got an old garage that never had an opener before, and somebody goes to put the opener, and they cut the collar ties
Just
or
cut 'em.
something.
Yep.
Seen that. That's not good. Don't do that.
Yeah. We get brought in to fix that a lot. So we also, like I said, do a little renovations. That would be one of the things that we do, because they'll go in and they'll cut those wall ties. All of a sudden the walls start creeping out like this. We'll pull the walls back together and put everything, back together as well. When it comes to garage sizes as well, I mean, we'll go as big as we try to stay, somewhere in that 26 range, 26 foot one direction. But we'll go to 40, 50 feet in some range, some ways. So you can get quite a bit of big garage out of that.
Right.
Like I said, we'll do the room and attic storage. We'll do dormers. We'll, fancy it up in any way you want. We'll do all different types of siding, stone belt lines, all that kind of stuff to make it fit your house.
Do you have a shingle preference?
We use CertainTeed right now. I was always an OC fan. Owens Corning along the way, but that's what currently we're using. My guy's okay with it as well. So
okay. Right.
Do you have a shingle preference?
I have elk shingles on my house still, but they were bought by GAF. But that was a good shingle back then. So it's lasted. Sure. It's lasted quite a while. But the GAF or CertainTeed are good.
CertainTeed's the thickest shingle out on the market. That's what we use at Siding Unlimited.
Yeah,
it's a good shingle. So okay, so we're building garages. We're fixing garages.
Yep.
If somebody wants to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do that?
Probably the easiest way is to go to our website, fill out a form that will go directly into our system, and one of our salesmen will call you. That'll also direct you to the proper salesman as well. Whether it's a garage door or garage renovation, then I have a guy that does all those, or a new garage build, it'll direct you to the proper salesman for that.
Yeah, if you go to jdgriffiths.com, right in the middle of the page it says garage build or remodel, request a free quote. New garage door service repair, so you can get to the right spot. And
correct.
Somebody will reach out on Monday.
They usually will get back to you as, we always say, give us a couple days, depending on the load that comes in, how many people are coming. But usually within, a day or two, those guys will be getting in touch with you.
You guys, you said you do the electrical, so you got light, or do people buy their own lights and you put those up for them, or how does that work?
So, with there being thousands of options of lighting, we will provide what we call our standard light.
Gotcha.
But if you want something specific, go to Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever you want to buy it, and we'll install it. Have it there for the guy to install.
Makes sense. All right, 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. If you have questions for Brad, now's the time to get them in because we only have a couple segments left with him. 855-616-1620. You can find them at jdgriffiths.com. It is the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
I met him at your sister's wedding. Yeah, Dad. Who was that guy? Justin. He's from Virginia. And after our guys dropped off our pizza at the reception, he instantly became our biggest fan. He jokingly said to his wife, Jessica, "We're moving to Wisconsin."
Yeah, they sure don't get the kind of pizza Marty's has been putting out down there.
They sure don't. But folks, you do.
If you consider yourself a pizza aficionado and you haven't tried Marty's yet, get in here.
And get ready for what a lot of people call the very best pizza they've ever had.
Marty's Pizza.
Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that.
Remember Marty's Pizza.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano talking with Dr. Mike Nolte at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Doc, a lot of people are hesitant to visit a surgeon for spine care.
The good news is that the vast majority of patients that I see and the majority of conditions that I can see can be successfully treated without surgery. And I don't want patients to think that just because you're seeing a spine surgeon means that you're going to be signing up for surgery. We talk about in my clinic kind of a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C.
Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. orthowisconsin.com.
Summer is the time to enjoy the outside. Enjoy the deck, the patio, the fire pit, the shade, the screen room, the in-ground pool. Enjoy all of it in your own backyard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is Wisconsin's top TimberTech decking installer and can deliver a design and build your next maintenance-free deck with a custom screen room and automated pergola. Stop by our Outdoor Living Unlimited showroom at 665 Larry Court in Waukesha or visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Foster care isn't about finding perfect kids. It's about being there when they need you most.
Mrs. White stuck out even when she didn't have to. She took me back in. That's why I'm here.
The hard part is you got to stick around. It's only through a lot of hard times sometimes that a kid kind of gets to that turning point to then have the breakthrough where you did change that kid's life.
Exactly.
Sometimes changing a child's life starts with simply refusing to give up. Learn more at lacausa.org.
Thank you for joining us, Dayton, Kane, David, Nason, and Brad from JD Griffiths on. You can find jdgriffiths.com. Their website has everything you need to know about them. Proudly serving the Milwaukee area for 75 years, A-plus rating, Better Business Bureau. We're going to get into the company a little bit and you yourself, but we do have a call. Let's go to Al in Bayview. Good morning, Al. What's your question?
Well, yeah, I have an overhead door, and when it starts up, somewhere between when it's up a foot to a foot and a half, it stalls getting around that curve. And I can push it a little to help it, and then it works. But if I'm in the car, then I can't do that. So what needs to be lubricated and where?
Yeah, so when it comes to lubricating the door, I always suggest everybody do it before winter and after winter. What you're going to want to do is go to, your Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, go to their garage door section and get a garage door lubricant. What you're going to want to do is hit every hinge on the door, every roller that's along the sides there, and then also, very important, spray the top of your springs and let it go down in there. That's going to extend the life of your springs there. Now, if your door's going up, a foot or two, and then not being able to get through it there, to me, this sounds like more of a weak spring issue or a broken spring issue versus anything else.
Or a track adjustment, maybe even?
Maybe even a track adjustment, yeah.
Or the wheels, sometimes they're coming loose.
They might be, binding up somewhere along that line. But if the opener's trying to get it through and it can't, it's really going to be probably more of, some sort of the balance of the door is not correct at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I installed it, and I even adjusted the torsion springs, but that was probably 20 years ago, and I used cold rolled steel rods, and maybe I should check the balance again, and might need to have another turn or something too.
Yeah. Well, have you replaced the springs in those 20 years?
Yeah, they have been replaced once.
Okay, because life cycle of a spring is, especially for how much we use our garage door, like our front door anymore, you're going to get anywhere from 8 to 10 years out of springs, usually before they break. But if they haven't broken in that time and you're having that struggle, they're probably that spring is just weakened over time, and it's probably due for a spring replacement.
Yeah, and if your spring breaks and your car's in the garage,
you're good. Yeah, we can get out there pretty quick. Give us a call, and we can get out there as quick as possible to get you out. But never suggest anybody to do springs themselves unless they know what they're really know what they're doing, because it is a dangerous thing. There's a lot of tension on those springs.
Right.
All right, Al, thank you for that call. Let's go over to Bridget in Brookfield. Good morning, Bridget. What's your question?
Yeah, I hear you talking about garage doors, and this came to my mind. My electricity had went out in my house, and then you pull the cord for the garage door to go up. Okay, but the garage door didn't stay up. So is there some kind of adjustment that I need to have somebody come out and do to do that? I had new springs put in approximately, I think 5 years ago, thereabouts.
Yeah, so really what you have is an unbalanced door at that point in time. And in that 5 years, that spring's just weakened a little bit. What you'll need is a spring adjustment to get that door back to balance, because it really should almost stay pretty much anywhere along the way. You should be able to lift that door with one hand because the springs do all the work. I know a lot of people think the openers do, but the springs what's really doing the work on those garage doors.
Okay, so do you guys do that, or
we do?
Call
Absolutely.
It,
Absolutely. You can call us, JD Griffiths, at 414-362-7222, and then go to our garage door service department, and somebody, if they don't answer, they'll give you a call back and get you scheduled for a service.
Give that number one more time, a little slower.
414-362-7222. 888-222.
Also, jdgriffiths.com is the website. We're going to take one more break. Good questions coming in, but again, we're running out of time. I guess people are like, oh, got to get him before he's gone. We got Brad for one more segment on the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Stay informed with what's happening in the Badger State and beyond with Greg Metzik and Jessica Ty on Wisconsin's Midday News.
The campaign shows just how strange the politics around data centers has become.
Not a shock that this is a hot button debate. I did not see it going this way in the world of advertising.
Join us each weekday from noon until 3 p.m. or catch up anytime on our YouTube page or the Wisconsin's Midday News podcast.
Hey, freshly retired WTMJ morning show host Gene Miller here for my friends at Hometown Windows and Doors. That's Hometown with an E for your every window and door need. We've talked over the years about the hometown difference. What's that all about? Well, it's about their huge new Berlin showroom featuring name brands like Pella, Marvin, and more, all on display. It's almost like a private home show, giving you the opportunity to compare your options side by side. And when you work with Hometown, you also get a dedicated project consultant to guide you to the products that best fit your home, your style, and your budget, as well as Hometown's own employee carpenters to handle the job. Now's a great time to lock in your price and take advantage of the savings by investing in your home's equity today. Take the hassle out of your next window or door upgrade. Contact Hometown today. Hometown with an E for your every window and door need. 414-329-1200 or online at hometownwindows.com.
Accident Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Brian Wicker, Chief Homebuyer Helper with Wisconsin's own Accident Mortgage. Nicer homes are still getting multiple offers over asking, and there's only one winner per listing. I want to help you be that winner, which is why I just increased the rock-solid pre-approval guarantee to $10,000. It's all about getting the seller to pick your offer over the others. So AccuNet is now guaranteeing in writing to pay the seller 10,000 American bucks if we can't make good on the terms of your fully verified rock-solid pre-approval. Banks don't do that. We're willing to stand behind our work and stand behind you with a $10,000 guarantee that sellers will definitely notice. Maybe you've been writing offers and losing, which feels terrible, or maybe you're just starting out. Either way, don't settle for a flimsy bank pre-approval and let someone else end up sleeping in your dream home. Give the seller 10,000 reasons to say yes to your offer with AccuNet's new $10,000 rock-solid seller guarantee. Get started with yours today at accunet.com.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Loziga. Nobody likes backups, not on I-94 and definitely not in your own backyard. That's why I'm so glad we called Comfort Awnings. Now our outdoors time isn't delayed by rain or the scorching afternoon sun. One touch of a button gives us instant shade and shelter while also protecting us from harmful UV rays. So instead of heading inside when it gets too hot or starts to rain, we can enjoy the patio for longer. Don't let any more of the summer pass you by. Right now, get $200 off any awning or screen. Call 414-Awnings or visit comfortawnings.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we know you do things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when we have the products you need and trust at unbeatable prices? Right now, save $20 on a DeWalt adjustable stool with casters, 15% off assorted Hillman hardware, and select bags of AgriMaster poultry feed just $15.99. Plus, Chick Days start Friday, August 28th with a variety of egg layers and meat birds. Find value for the work you do every day at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Sponsored each week by Siding Unlimited and J&B Construction. This hour, Brad Kirazia from JD Griffiths has been on with us. Going to be a great day. It's 69 degrees already in Milwaukee, sunny and 78. Isolated, very random pop-up showers possible, so you may see them, you may not. So get outside and enjoy your house today, your garage today, which is what we've been talking about. On your website at jdgriffiths.com, it says 50-plus year member of NARI, the National Association Remodeling Industry. You guys have been around a long time. I'm assuming you're local if you're a member of NARI then.
We are.
Talk about the company, you and where you're from.
Yeah, so me personally, I'm from Indiana, born and raised. You can maybe tell by my accent a little bit. I then, after college, spent 10 years in Dallas, where my draw got a little bit, more. But then had 2 kids pretty close together there. They're 13 months apart, so I have a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a little 4-year-old little girl too. So 2 boys and a little girl. So we had the 2 boys and decided to get closer to home. My uncle at the time was the owner of J.D. Griffiths, and so we decided to come up here, and I worked for him. Started at the bottom. I was pushing a broom when I got here, even though I was building high-rises down there in Dallas, kind of started back over. But yeah, kind of worked from there, became the demo and grading foreman on the, construction crew, and then became the project manager, and then he was ready to step away. So I took over at that point. J.D. Griffiths, we've been around since 1947. We are family owned, have been family owned the whole time. And that kind of is the heart of J.D. Griffiths. That's how I treat every one of my employees, is family. I have 20 employees, and they're an extension of my family. I want to go to work every day and enjoy the people I'm with and have fun. And we got to go out and make money too. So that's kind of the basis of J.D. Griffiths there. We've been in business a long time. We've been in this area a long time, and I know the Griffiths name goes around a lot. And trying to take care of our customers the best we can is always the goal. Of course, things don't always go right. Being in construction, nothing ever goes right. It seems like sometimes, but it's how you deal with those problems, and just being upfront, communicating, and making it as right as you can is how we deal with, how I deal with business. And I'm talking to, really my role in the business now is dealing with those problems. I have project managers, I have salesmen, I have everything, but really my role is to go out and figure out what's wrong and how we're going to fix it, and dealing with the customers at that point.
So again, remind people where you all service and what you all do.
Yeah, so we service from Oconomowoc all the way through Milwaukee, down to the northern part of Racine, and then up to West Bend and Port Washington. We are a detached garage builder. We do not do attached garages, but we do detached garages. We also do garage doors, so we'll do garage door service, garage door install, and anything along with a garage door. And we do garage renovations, so we'll put new siding, new service doors, new windows, or winter happens and you clip a corner of your garage because you slide into it. We're the guys to fix that for you.
Perfect. What kind of garage doors do you guys install? Yeah,
so we install CHI garage doors. I prefer them to others, mainly because their wood grain look doors are just phenomenal. If you're looking for that wood grain look door, in my opinion, they're the best out there.
And they come in different colors and styles.
Yeah, so there's 4 or 5 different wood grain colors, and then I think there's 6 standard colors. You can always do custom colors, but inside those colors, you can usually find something that's going to work for you.
Okay, and lots of different designs these days too. It's crazy how many garage doors are out there.
Yeah, so there's different panel designs, glass designs. There's decorative glass, there's standard glass, different inserts. There's a lot of different things, but that's what my guys will do. They'll bring all the brochures to you, and set up an appointment and bring them to you and go through all your options and give you your different pricing options as well.
More and more people I run into are putting in insulated panels. Is that?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, 100%. My main reason for the insulated panels is not so much for the insulation, but it's actually that second side of steel you get on the back side of your garage door.
Yeah.
So it completes the whole thing all the way around then, where the pan door, as they call it, is just a single side of steel. There's nothing on the back, and the back of it's just wide open.
Yeah.
So that thing's going to twist and turn, and over time
rattle.
is just not as it's just not going to hold up as good as the two-sided steel. With the insulated door, you do get the insulation, so it does help keep your garage warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. But really, that that back side of steel on that garage door, in our showroom we have a pan door and we have a two-sided steel door, and you can go up and knock on them, each of them, and you can just tell the difference right away.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tell people how to get in touch with you one more time.
Yeah, so first you can go to jdgriffiths.com and fill out, a free quote, and a guy will reach out to you that way, or you can call us at 414-362-7222.
All right, Brad, great to have you on the show.
Yeah,
thanks for coming on. Appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to see you, Brad.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You here next week?
Next week we'll be here.
I'm here next week, 7 to 9, every Saturday. It is the Fix It Show coming up next, the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
This has been the Fix It Show on WTMJ.